Hello, you guys. I'm back. So I'm not gonna do any rambling about where I've been, blah blah blah. I'm going to just tell a story time. I have one story time on my channel about like my pregnancy and my labor journey. So that's the only story time. So I'm trying not to do as many story times because that's a lot of my information out there, but I decided to tell this story because it's not relevant in my life right now, and like it's entertaining as hell. Like it's entertaining. Like I'm gonna tell y'all the tea. So, but if I'm gonna tell this story, I'm gonna need so I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers after this video. So I'm this close. It's not gonna hurt you. You don't have to pay anything. Just subscribe to my channel and please like the video, because if I'm telling you some juicy stuff, y'all need to like this video and subscribe. So we'll go ahead and do it now. I can't believe I'm telling this story. Like, should I tell this story? So boom, this story takes place like years back, like years. So me and this guy were dating, and this was a serious relationship. Like this, like talked to him every day, like we saw each other every day. It was like on some serious stuff. So we ended up going to college together. So our relationship was okay in the beginning. It was like I can really see myself marrying him, having kids, blah 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 blah. So the first year was like a fairy tale, and then it started to get, you know, a little tricky. I started finding out certain things, and like, you know, he did cheat on me before this instance. So, but I didn't catch him in the act like this. This was like some crazy stuff. Yeah, there was some cheating, and there was some like breaking up and taking breaks and, you know, stuff like that. So we were already like rocky. So when we got to college, I thought this would be, you know, perfect. We get to be with each other, spend more time together. We get like without parents, we can like stay with each other at each other's dorms. Like I thought it was lit. Like this is gonna be us forever. Like that's what I thought, right? While my intentions were like to be with each other and to like start this life together, I think he had other plans. Like he really wanted to live his college experience, and I was like, why do you want to do that? Like, even though he didn't tell me, I understood by his actions. Like he would go out all the time. Like he wouldn't want to spend as much time with me. So it was like kind of like we had different plans. We were spending a little bit more time away from each other, and I was just trying to figure out like why. And I would get mad at him. Like I would call him at certain times in the night and he wouldn't answer the phone, and it'd just be stuff like that. Like I just noticed like he would say I have to study, which was definite. Like that was like a red flag, because as long as I've known him, he's never studied before. Like he's never studied before. So that alone was like, ding, ding, ding. What are you talking about, study? No, you're supposed to be with me. What you talking about, study? I know we in college, but ain't no studying around. You need to see me. So I end up having to talk with him, like, what's going on? He was just like, you know, I need space. You know, there's things going on with me, and, you know, I don't really want to talk about it. I just kind of want to be alone. And my first instinct was like, this nigga cheating. Like the way our relationship was, I was always accusing him because he's cheated on me before. I would always accuse him. I would look through his phone. Like I was always accusing him of cheating on me. So, or doing something he wasn't supposed to do. So, but then I sat there, I took a step back, and I asked my roommate, like I told her like what he was saying, and she was like, you know, maybe you should just take his word for it. Like maybe you should kind of step back and just stop acting crazy. Like maybe that's really like what he's doing. And sometimes, you know, people do need their time. People do need their space. But so I was just like, okay, I'll take a step back. So this was going on for a while. Like I would call him at certain times and he just wouldn't pick up. So I'm thinking like, you know, he's going through something, or I don't know. I just was trying to like do something different. I wasn't trying to keep accusing him of something if I didn't have any proof, right? I was just like going off of like past experiences with him. Me and my roommate went to the mall one day. We were getting back on the bus to go back to campus. So it was me and her, and then these two girls walked on the bus. And she knew them, like my roommate knew them. And she was like, oh, hi, blah, blah, blah. They talking or whatever. Or they, you know, saying hi or whatever. And then they looked over at me, and the energy was just like, it switched. But it wasn't like a me energy, it was just like a, oh hi. Like, you could tell that she was shocked, and I didn't understand it until like what happened, what I'm getting ready to tell y'all, like after this. So I could tell like the energy was like she knew me. Like she knew who I was at that time. Now that I'm looking back at it, she knew who I was at that time, but I didn't know her. So I'm just like, oh hi, you know, hi, how are you, blah blah blah. So like even that ride, the ride to the campus was weird as fuck, cause I could just feel the energy. The energy was so weird. So I remember coming to my dorm. I had some classes this one day, like after that happened. And it was like maybe some weeks after. I forgot. When I came back to the dorm, the girl was in there. I walk in, I'm ready to like, I'm like, oh hey girl, how you doing? I'm just thinking they chilling, like, cause you know we have friends in the dorms, you know. So whatever, I'm getting ready to lay down. So then she was like, you know, we need to talk. We need to talk to you, her and my roommate. So I was like, about what? And then she said the guy's name, and I was like, is y'all messing around? Like that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, what, y'all messing around? Her too? Like that's what my attitude was. She was like it's much more than that. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, ooh. It's one thing if y'all just like talking, or I mean it's one thing if y'all just, you know, doing a do, but like to say like it's much more than that, that means he invested his time in her. Like he was really starting to get to like her. So apparently when she saw me that day, I guess she figured like we were cool, so she kind of like maybe hit my roommate up saying like, you know, telling her everything and what happened. So I guess they thought this was like the best way to present it to me. I guess I'm thinking, this is my side of the story, she didn't think that me and my roommate was cool. So when she saw me that day, she's like, oh, like, you know her. So I think she came to her and was like, you know, your roommate, you know, with the guy that I'm messing with, and you know, I wanted to tell you because I'm a little conflicted and didn't know how to come to me. So I guess that's why they came to me like that. So, and when she came with receipts. Like she came with pictures, she came with receipts. And I'm just like, she had text messages. She was like, he threw me a birthday party, girl. He at his place, because at this time he had like an apartment. She was like, he threw me a party. He threw me a party at his place, and you know, they've been, you know, sexually active as well, and like just like basically a full-on relationship, like trying to, like she told me that he told her that he loved her, and like if she ever got pregnant, like he would be there for her, and just like stuff like that. And she was like, not only that, he talking to another girl. And I'm like, so she took it upon herself to talk to the other girl to like see what she had. And so once she gathered all this information, she came to me to tell me. It was weird the way it played out, because she told me that he was telling her like I was a crazy ex because I had posted a picture of him on my Instagram, like saying like, oh, like Male Crush Monday or something like that, whatever it's called. But what girl is that crazy to where a guy is telling her like, no, I don't want to be with you, but I'm posting him on my Instagram? So I don't know, because this happened like maybe a month, like weeks prior to her coming to me. So it was like, I don't know how she probably had somebody follow my page. Like I literally don't know how this girl knew about me and him. Like I really don't know. But I'm thinking she said that it was because of the picture I posted of him. But I don't know how she probably had like one of her friends follow me or something. I have no idea. I don't know if she believed it. I don't know if she was just like still messing with him and just didn't care, or I don't know. So where I think she was coming from was, and this is just my opinion, I feel like they fell out because somebody, I forgot how I figured it out, but they had got into it, like was arguing with each other, and then like her friends got into it, and then he was like, you know, this is between me and her, blah blah blah. Like they were like arguing about something. I have no idea what it was, but I feel like after they fell out, she was like, oh, I'm finna get this information. Or I don't know if she was talking to her before she got into it with him, but that's when I felt like once they got into it, like she like found me. Then after she told me all this information, like with the girl text messages and stuff like that, she showed me everything. So I'm thinking, like, at this point, I'm like, I'm fed up because he did this before, but not like to this extent to where he's having full-on relationships with 2 different women. So she was like, look, we trying to catch him up. What you trying to do? Not like that, but she was like, we thinking about, like, we want to catch him up. Like, we want to, like, this is crazy. We trying to catch him up. So I'm down for it. Like, I want to see him. I want to see what he gonna say. So at this time, I still had like my suitcase from spring break. We had went home for spring break, and I had went over his apartment, and I still had my suitcase over there. So I'm like, yeah, I could just call him over here and like have him bring my stuff over, and then y'all could just come in, and then we can confront him about it. So she like, cool. And she was asking, she was telling me like I was gonna bring the girl and then my friends too. So I'm like, okay. Like, I feel like she wanted this revenge more than me. Like, she wanted this like to play out the way it did. For me, this was something like serious. Like, this was somebody that I saw a future with, that I really wanted to be with. In her eyes, it was just like a, oh, we about to catch this nigga up. Like, we about to hurt this nigga feelings. Like, that's what she was on. And I was just like, I do too, but at the same time, this is somebody who's really dear to me. Like, I really saw a future with him. So once the day was over or whatever, like once classes were done, I called him like, yeah, I need my bags. So he ended up coming upstairs and knocking on the door. So by this time, they was already like waiting in the bathroom or something like that. So when he came in the room, I was just like, you know, hey, what's up? Just like making small talk or whatever. And then that's when they came in the room or whatever, him and the other girl. The girl that came to me like told all of her friends to like come, I guess. Like, all her friends were like down. They were all in the room. It was literally like me, him, the 2 girls, my roommate, and then all of her friends. Like, it was like the room was packed. When we were talking like privately, I think I remember her saying she was going to record it, but to me, I wasn't really like understand. Like, I didn't really care about that. Like, I didn't really, like, she said she was going to record it. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't really say like, no, don't record it. I was just like, okay. I was more focused on like trying to see like what he was gonna say and like how this was gonna play out. Once they came in, he was kind of looking confused. So then the first girl that came to me, that knew my roommate, was the one like talking. She was the one when she first came in, like, so you love me, so you cheat, like you juicing on all us, like you having sex with all us, and you know, just confronting him about it, like, you know, you told me you love me, you saying all this stuff. And he was just like, you know, this is between me and Alana. He kept saying like, this is between me and Alana. Once they came in, I kind of sat back just to see how it was gonna play out. Like, I just sat back just to see like what was gonna be said. Like, what was he gonna own up to? And he owned up to nothing. Like, he owned up to nothing. He was like denying everything. Like, I never told you I loved you. I never, like, just, you know, going back and forth with her. She was, you know, you going off with him, like, you threw me a birthday party, like, what's up? Like, what you got to say now, basically? And he just like, it's between me and Lana, whatever. And then once she was done, I was like, look, you already know what it is. Like, we done been through this already. Like, I'm done. Like, I get the books from your house now. Like, we're done. Like, you could take that big ass beer you bought for me for Valentine's Day. Like, you could take everything you ever gave me. Like, that's it. We're done. Like, the 3rd girl didn't say much. She didn't say, I don't think she said anything at all. Like, it was more so, like I said, it seemed like the first girl, like, really wanted that revenge. Like, she really was like, Nikki, you gonna pay for what you did. Like, she was on that. I was more so, like, just over it. I was so hurt. Like, I was like, he really did this to me. Like, I didn't think this was, like, possible. Like, I didn't think that he could pull something like this off, and he did. So, anyway, he ended up leaving. He looked stupid walking out the door with a big ass teddy bear. Like, I mean, he bought me this huge teddy bear for like Valentine's Day. Like, if my phone cuts off one more time, like, we gonna have to square up. Like, for real. Like, this is annoying me because I keep forgetting where I'm at. I have a horrible memory. So after that was done or whatever, I was like pretty much like over it. So I was like, you know, you get out, you can take that big ass beer with you. And then this girl brought this big balloon that he bought her for her birthday, and she gave it back to him. So he literally walking out the door with a human-sized teddy bear and a balloon. like walking to his car, walking to his car with this stuff. Well, I went to the dining hall, which is like when he got something to eat. Like I think they thought it was like a celebration. I was just like, oh, I done lost my nigga that I've been with for so long. But then I didn't necessarily, I don't know, I can't remember if I knew that she was gonna post the video, but they posted the video. Like they posted the video of me and like us confronting him. And when I tell you, like, it blew up. Like, you know, like when you go to a big university, like the black people in the university stick together. There's like a community of black people in this big, you know, university. So everybody knew everybody who was black. Like everybody kind of, you know, knew who everybody was. So it was like once she posted the video, like one of her friends posted the video, everybody knew, like, and everybody was like commenting and like had their opinions about it. Like everybody in like who was black like knew what was going on. That was kind of like embarrassing to me, because like I don't want everybody in my situation. I didn't want everybody to know, like, you know, that he was dogging me out, because there was some people who knew who me and him were. Like they knew like we were together. Some people was like, yeah, like they're together, but some people was kind of like, you know, he a dog. And then some people was like, which they knew, like everybody had an opinion about my situation, and I didn't necessarily like that. Like it was embarrassing to me. I was already embarrassed because he was messing with two other females, got me out here looking crazy. Like these females walking up to me and they know who I am, but they know something I don't. Like that's embarrassing to me. Like if you gonna be with me, keep it a butt. Like keep it G, keep it real. Like why you gotta lie? If you wanna live your life, if you wanna live your college career the way you wanna live it, if you wanna party and, you know, sleep with, let that be known. Like don't let me be in the dark. Don't do stuff behind my back and then I gotta find out from some girl. That is the most embarrassing thing you could ever do to a female. My friends kind of was like, you know, that's embarrassing. You need to tell her to take that video down. And I think they were even more mad than I was. Like I wasn't really tripping as much. It was embarrassing, but I wasn't like mad about her, you know, posting the video. My friends was like, tell them to take it down and all this stuff, like take that video down. So they ended up taking the video down. The two girls like ended up like being best friends. Like I don't know, they just like was like this, like after that happened. And I was just like, ooh, that's kind of weird, but you know, I'm cool with y'all, like, hey, but like, you know, that's pretty weird. Like no thank you, but hi you guys. So long story short, I ended up back with him. Eventually I ended up getting back with him. He cheated on me again, so I'm stupid. And believe it or not, like me and him, I think it's because it's been so much time. Like time heals all. Like I wish that man the best, you know. Like we're cool now. Like I don't talk to him every day or no stuff like that, but like we follow each other on social media. Like it's cool. Like I hate to live my life like that. I don't want to have any animosity in my heart. Like I do not hate you. I want you to find somebody. Like I want you to be happy without me. Like stay all the way over there, but I want you to be happy. This was just kind of a story just to let y'all in my life a little bit, and it was entertaining. Like everybody loves drama. I like to watch people's story times too. So I just thought this would be interesting to y'all. So I thought I would tell it. Well, I need me a Beyonce fan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was not a good time for me, but now that I look back at it, I can, you know, laugh, and not necessarily laugh, but you know, it was definitely a learning experience. Like I've learned a lot about myself, things that I didn't even know about myself, and how strong I am. So don't listen to people being like, you don't need to be with him, and don't listen to people. Listen to you. Like listen to, you know, your breaking point. You know what you will allow and what you won't allow. So if you're in a situation like I was, you're stupid, but that's okay. You're in love. It's okay. You'll just learn from it. Hopefully it don't get to a point where it's just like toxic, but you just have to learn from these experiences. That's the only thing you can do. Like, people can tell you all day to leave somebody, but only you gonna know, sis. Only you gonna know. Please like the video and please subscribe. Get me to 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers. I'm on the way.